Holly Duckworth. Huge round of applause.
So tonight at WEC, and actually all throughout the conference, we've had the opportunity to hear a lot of people's stories. And tonight I wanted to take the opportunity, for the first time publicly, to tell my story. And where did my Kleenex go? I'm going to try to get through this. My story is one of roots and one of wings. I am very blessed to have a father who worked for Freightliner, and he was a machinist and retired from Freightliner after 33 years. It is his work and his commitment to his family that inspired me each and every day. And I remember years working on our science projects out in his big shop. My dad built airplanes and cars and loves to do woodworking. And one day he said to me, "Holly, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life." My dad is a man of few words. So few words that the one and only dance we've ever danced together was to the song, "You Say Nothing at All." So, I love you, Daddy. But those few words have resonated with me in every aspect of my life. My mother is the woman of passion and love, and she sacrificed a lot of her dreams to stay at home and to take care of me and my brother. And she never missed a soccer game, she never missed a cello practice, a dance recital, and I can't even tell you the number of days I came home to home-baked chocolate chip cookies. And I still think that's why one of my passions is baking and sharing those baked goods with others. So my story is a story of roots and wings, but it's also a story of a girl who grew up in a trailer park. And for so many years I've buried this as I'm the trailer park girl, and I'm sure that many of you have a vision that comes to your mind when you think of the trailer park girl. So tonight I'm here to say, you know what, I'm the trailer park girl with a lot of really big dreams, and I often would put those dreams on hold because I didn't think that I would make it in corporate America. So I found my home in volunteerism, and I found my career and my friends and my network in career through these opportunities. Far from the trailer park, I volunteered as the president of my FBLA chapter in my high school and inspired a team to do the first ever parade float that was featured in the Portland Rose Festival, which is a large regional festival. I went on then to serve in my sorority as the alumni regional director, and I chaired many social events. It's through those connections and through that passion and those learning opportunities that I continued to learn and to grow, and ultimately became the first generation college graduate in my family. The picture that you'll see on the slideshow of me in a blue jacket is me on the stage, on the staircase at Linfield College 12 years later. It was a huge honor to be the first college graduate in my family, and I'll never forget those roots and those wings that got me there. Because again, I had this belief that I was just the trailer park girl. It was in 1999 when I came to travel Portland through my network in Alpha Phi and through my volunteerism. I met a woman who said, "We have a job at the Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's perfect for you. It closes tomorrow. Will you get me your resume?" And I said, "Tomorrow? I can't get you my resume tomorrow." And I let that opportunity pass by. In a wonderful twist of fate, 6 months later, she came back and said, "That position's reopened and I know you're the perfect candidate. Will you take it?" I had the privilege of working with Kathy Kretz and the team at Travel Portland for almost 8 years. I served as Kathy's convention services manager, and we had many opportunities to work in the meetings industry, from actually leading a volunteer convention to the U.S. Figure Skating Championships, and you've been a great mentor to me. Thank you, Kathy. So that brings me to MPI. During my time at MPI, Kathy was also generous in letting me be of service to MPI. I served for 8 years as a chapter volunteer and was the 2006 and 2007 MPI chapter president. But my favorite MPI memory is probably in 2000. In 2000, at the World Education Congress, I sat on the beach of Mandalay Bay, and I got hooked on MPI. The fireworks, the amenities, the rooms, the entire experience was something I never could have dreamed of. And it was an experience that I couldn't take back to my parents and ever get them to understand, because again, I just thought I was the trailer park girl. And this industry and this organization and every volunteer opportunity I had led me to my home and a place that I knew I would always be in. So as a first-generation college graduate, as a volunteer, I continued to dream and to aspire. And it is that dream and that passion and the roots and the wings that have become the driving force behind Leadership Solutions International. This company is dedicated to educating, inspiring, and connecting human beings around the world for global change. So tonight, if you've served on one of those boards and you know that there's a place that I can go and teach and inspire, I would love for you to introduce me to those connections. Another element of this business is on the corporate side. We've heard a lot about CSR, collective social responsibility. There are a lot of companies and organizations that we shop in each and every day, from Target to Walmart to Nordstrom's, that are now encouraging their staff to get out and volunteer. And I'd like to have the opportunity to go in and consult with those professionals and those organizations and help them put in a volunteer plan into their strategic plan so that we can continue to make a difference around the world. So tonight I really ask you to help me make those connections and help me grow and continue to give these roots and wings to others. Some of my proudest moments are mentoring high school and college students. And I'm working with a girl right now who has no parents. And we have had the opportunity to mentor each other for the past year. And she called me the other day and she said, I just really want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I said, no, I'm proud of you because you make a difference. For her senior class project, with no parents, no dreams, nobody to attend her high school graduation this year, she decided that she wanted to do a full marketing and promotional campaign for a company that puts water wells in Africa. And we did a lot of research, and she designed a video and was able to get a Twitter feed and raise a lot of money for water wells in Africa. I tell you this because each and every one of us have the ability to make a difference. She called me 2 days before her high school graduation with no parents, and she said, I have a ticket to graduation, and I don't have anybody that'll go with me. And I had the opportunity not only to mentor her through this project, but to be with her. And I know that she's going to go out and in her career and in her volunteerism make a difference. And these are the things and the stories that I want to continue to grow around the U.S. and around the world. There's a lot of things and a lot of changes that have happened in my life, and many of you know about my last year. And it's a year where I had to make some pretty tough choices. And one of those choices could have been to go and hide and take that box of Kleenex and really just give up. And I chose the opposite, which was to learn and to grow and to aspire and to do new things. And one of the things that keeps me going every single day, I write one handwritten thank you note, and I do 10 things of gratitude. So tonight, I wanted to share with you my 10 things of gratitude. First, for the roots that come from my roots and my work ethic and all the things that I learned from my father. Thank you, Roxanne. So for my roots and for everything that I learned from my father, I pray each and every day that he will understand what I do for a living, because really the closest he could get was my daughter's a party planner. So now I just tell my dad I'm a professional talker. For the love of my mother, who is a light in my life, to my brother, my sister, my niece, my nephews, and my sister-in-law, who still also don't know what I do for a living, but each and every day, each and every time I see them, they come running up to me with this massive postcard collection, because every time when I land in a new city, in a new airport, I send them a postcard, and it's teaching them about geography and teaching them about giving and giving back to the next generation. There are hundreds and hundreds of mentors in this room that have inspired me, but I wanted to name a few who were not able to be here tonight but sent their wishes. Rick Weaver, Terry Brining, Colleen Rickenbacker, Christine Green, my spiritual coach, Brad Smith, my executive coach, and Georgette Bowlby, my financial planner. One of the hardest things about starting this business, and I encourage every woman in the room to learn this lesson, is to ask for help. And tonight I'm here to ask for help, and over the course of the last 3 to 6 months as I've been planning this business, I've had to ask for help, and every single time somebody has stepped up to help me. But I wanted to call out those few people, especially tonight. I wanted to thank all the educators that have seen things in me that I didn't even see, from kindergarten to college. for the power of intention, for the power of prayer, for consciousness, and for change, because it truly is the global change and the change that's in my life that's put me in this position to serve and to inspire future leaders. Number 7, I want to say thank you to everyone in the world who does volunteer. A few months back, I had the opportunity to go back to ASAE in Washington, D.C., and I was walking late at night taking photos of the monuments, and I just kept saying, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? And I looked down on the sidewalk, and I saw a very large plaque, and it's a plaque committed in totally telling the story of volunteerism in America, and it's dedicated to the Points of Light Foundation. And each and every about 5 feet you go is another plaque of someone from the American Red Cross, the Boy Scouts of America, Girl Scouts of America, each and every one of these organizations giving back worldwide, and we've certainly heard many of those stories today. And it was another message that I'm here to teach and train volunteers and corporations so that we can all make the world a better place. Number 8, I want to thank my dear John for all the walks on the beaches of Cancun, for the dinners at home, for sharing first-class seats. One seat, first class. If you want to hear that story, John has it. It was very, very good times. For all the adventures we've had in the last few months and all the adventures yet to come, thank you for not letting me say no to this party, because I kept saying, no, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, and he wouldn't let me say no. And number 9, thank you to you, my professional family. When I was on staff at MPI, you always asked the great questions. I hope you will continue to do so. You always inspired me to greatness. You always challenged me to do new things and grow. And you also have been my wings and share my vision as you've each volunteered and made a difference in our community and the communities beyond MPI that you serve, because I know many of you serve on many boards. So my last, number 10 of gratitude for tonight is for courage, for creativity, and for collaboration. We picked this venue because it's fun, it's funky, it's different, and for 2 other reasons. One is this quote on the window. So before you leave tonight, be sure to read this quote on the window, because it really speaks to what I'm doing and the inspiration. Number 2 is for collaboration, because this is an art gallery, and John has, in his creative mind, it has had on my logo placed on 2 art canvases in the back art part of this room. And we each get to put on a smock and paint on these canvases and create 2 pieces of art that I will have the opportunity to hang in my office and be inspired by as I am continuing on this business. So I hope that you guys will join me in this collaboration, not only tonight in the art, but through contacts and communication on an ongoing basis as we all grow and inspire future leaders. Thank you.
Creating. If I have been of service, if I have glimpsed more of the nature and essence of ultimate good, if I am inspired to reach wider horizons of thought and action, if I am at peace with myself, it has been a successful day.